All right, thank you so much for tuning in. So let's get to the point of this video, right? Wait, actually forget the point. Forget the point for a second. How is everybody doing with their quarantine? Are you liking your quarantine? We are on a reset, especially if you lost your job. Everybody that has lost their job has been forced to redefine their finances, has been forced to redefine their life. And the people that haven't lost their job, congratulations. But it's also, I'm sure it's also helping you see life in a different way. And one of those things that it does cause as well is it teaches us to be more in the present moment, even when we live in such uncertain times right now. I just want to let you guys know that it's okay not to know. And it's okay to feel uncertain. But just let this simmer. The fact that you don't know, that is okay too. And we always tend to overemphasize the crisis, overemphasize everything. I mean, we see it in the media, right? So I just want to give you guys like a little bit of pointers when it comes to that. Okay, if you want more advice, if you want more from me, and you know that you can connect more with me, you're more than welcome to, of course, book a session on my website. All right, so let's get into today's topic. So today's topic is very dear to my heart because I see it happen all the time. I see it happen with friends. I see it happen with clients, and you guys you guys dismiss it all the time. There you go. And that is goosebumps. Yay! That part of your body that gets all like goosey, right? Okay, so here's the thing about goosebumps. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, no, wait, hold on. I'm actually going to read to you the definition of goosebumps, and then I'm going to give you the spiritual perspective, what it truly means to get goosebumps, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay, so goosebumps, I have two definitions. Goosebumps are created when tiny muscles at the base of each hair, known as erector pili muscles, contract and pull the hair erect. The reflex is started by the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for many fight or flight responses. This is a big deal. Is responsible for many fight or flight responses. Okay, so it is a fight or flight response. I'm gonna read you another one that I really liked from Google, and as people also asked, what causes you to get goosebumps? All right, so here's the definition. When you're cold or you experience a strong emotion such as fear, shock, anxiety, sexual arousal, or even inspiration. Or even inspiration. Awesome. Goosebumps can suddenly pop up all over the skin. They occur when the tiny muscle located at the base of each hair follicle contracts, causing the hair to stand on end. So what this really means, now we know the physical aspect. So we feel our goosebumps rise when we're cold, when we're inspired, when we're afraid. It is a fight or flight response. I'm going to give you now the spiritual perspective of what this really means. Drum roll, please. I'm going to give you the super short answer first, and then we're going to go deeper into this answer. All right, the super short answer into goosebumps is the meaning of truth. Yeah, goosebumps are truth. It means truth. Let that sink in for a second. And this is the part where everybody misses. It means truth. Okay. That is actually a psychic ability. It is called clairsentient. All right. It's not just coming from a physical perspective. It's actually coming from a much more deeper perspective. It's coming from a spiritual perspective. It is also the meaning of your spirits are around you. Your mother or your father are trying to contact you. You've been rebelling. You've been shutting down other people. You've been shutting down things, and they're trying to contact you. We are all intuitive. We are all born with some form of psychic vision. Okay, there are different ways, but the one that everybody has is clairsentience. Clairsentience is when your goosebumps rise. Okay, clairsentience is when you feel subtle changes in your body and your goosebumps react. Sometimes the goosebumps don't really go really high, like the hair goes super high, no. But you feel that change. That change is that somebody, a spirit guide, a loved one from the other side, is trying to connect with you. And they're also trying to deliver a message of truth. This happens a lot when I'm talking to a friend, talking to a client, and I'm especially explaining something that is extremely meaningful and truthful, right? So I had a friend. He had a very difficult relationship, and he broke up with his boyfriend. One thing that my friend couldn't understand is that his boyfriend was narcissistic. That's something that I was able to see because I was the third person, but he wasn't quite able to see it. And I remember having a conversation with him, and he was feeling remorse. Part of the reason why the relationship dissolved was because my friend cheated, right? So, but my friend is such an amazing, good-hearted person that form of betrayal weighed heavily on him. But what he doesn't understand, and what I was trying to help him see, he needed to find the courage to understand that that was only a reaction to the psychological abuse that he was going through. And what he needed to do is to find forgiveness within himself, not to try to make something work from the past, right? And I remember giving him all these pointers about that and pretty much everything that I just told you. And his hairs like completely stood up, and he's like, oh my God, my hairs are just standing up. Right? And I told him, I'm like, that's truth. Those are your guides telling you, please pay attention. Because he kept blaming himself for what he did to that person, but he didn't understand that whatever he did to that person, even though it was a form of betrayal, it was a reaction to the abuse that he was already going through. The problem with psychological abuse is that we're not aware of it. These things are new, guys. Narcissism, the awareness of narcissism, the awareness of mental health is very new. So we carry all this guilt and we react towards psychological abuse, and we don't quite understand why we do it. But that's because we don't even understand what psychological abuse is, right? These are all new things. And anyway, so I was speaking to him, and he was getting the goosebumps. He looked at it for like 2-3 seconds, and I told him, I was like, please understand, this is the truth. You know, let go of your guilt and forgive yourself. They're speaking to you. He just kind of disregarded it. He disregarded it, and I see a lot of people do that. I see way too many people do that. And I realized, my goodness, this is a disservice that we're doing to the spirit realm. This is a disservice that I'm doing to people, and not talking about something that is so powerful. If you ever want to connect with yourself, then start with your goosebumps. Where and when do you feel your goosebumps? And let your goosebumps guide you, because that is spirit guiding you. And it's very exciting when you actually kind of tune in, and by sitting down in silence and just say, you know, what do you want to tell me? What should I know? I mean, and that's everything, guys. That is what is going to try to guide you into the right direction. Too many times I see it, people disregarding their goosebumps. If something causes you goosebumps, like if you're listening to music and you absolutely love the music and it's causing you goosebumps all over your body, which has happened to me, and I can see it on so many people as well, that means that your soul is happy. When you get goosebumps all over your body, that means that your soul is happy and is trying to tell you, hey, listen, I really, really love this. This is amazing. So pay attention to that as well. If you get goosebumps usually in the back of your neck, this is not really a good sign. That means danger. Whether it is a spirit that is trying to come into your life, trying to attach to you, which happens when you're a very low vibration. That's also how schizophrenia happens as well. Ding ding, mental health, yes. But it's not always the case, okay? It has happened to me before, but I'm not crazy. I didn't have any spirit attachment. But I remember a while ago, a couple of years back, I was having a conversation. A friend was telling me about a friend that we know, and she said, girl, I think she has a spirit attachment. We're talking about it. I could feel the spirit. I could feel this energy just coming down here, and it doesn't feel good. It was like creepy. It was like crawling under me, right? And that's when I was like, oh, no. Get out of here. That's it. It's done. It's go, go. So it could mean a bad spirit being with you, or it could mean that there's danger around you. You know, if you walk into a place, there's danger around you if it's happening in the back of your neck. That's extremely important for you to know, right? So yeah, what's another one? Usually spirit guides and loved ones from the other side are on each side, okay? And in your legs too. Also in meditation, there is going to be like all your spiritual committee are going to be all around you to support you, to give you messages. So they're probably going to start touching your field, and you can talk to it. You can say, you know, who's here? And you're going to hear like the first thought that comes into your mind, or you're going to get an image, right? And little by little, in other words, you can start to develop your psychic ability or your connection to yourself. You don't have to call it psychic ability, but it's really the connection to yourself and to your universe. All right? Okay, guys, I am going to leave this like this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Please share, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. If you want to follow me on my stories every day, you can follow me on IG for Universal Iris _ between Universal and Iris. And if you want to learn more about me, you're more than welcome to log on to my website, and I'll catch you guys next time. Happy quarantine.